So, in my defense, I'm a photographer, and it's something that I inherited from my mother and grandfather who took many, many pictures back when they used to have something called film and disposable cameras. Anyway, throughout my life, I always liked taking pictures myself, and I went from film to digital. And by the time I got to college, it's like I like taking pictures of everything. So I was in the Freshman movie in 2010, which I talk about in this video. I'll leave it in the link in the card above. And by fortuity, I played Mark the photographer. And some of the props that I was able to have were these professional-like cameras. And in between scenes, I would take pictures of the set, the crew, fellow student actors, as well as naturescapes. And I loved it, and I loved the feel of taking pictures. And when I got older, I took a plethora of random photos from naturescapes. I got into plane spotting, helicopter spotting, and even random things such as architecture and roadscapes. Like roadscapes just to capture the memory of the itinerary or the place that we were going to. Just to capture the memory of various trips. But one thing I do not do is take arbitrary pictures of people, unless it's a spontaneous occasion where it's like a family or friends and we run into each other. But there's one picture that still haunts me to this day, and I was being dropped off at the OC Fair in 2018 where I worked at. And as we approached it along Fairview Road, I was taking a picture of the building that I was going to check in at. And when I got home, I was looking at the picture, and there were two people walking down Fairview, and one of them was facing the camera, and her arms were in a stance that would tell me or anyone, what the heck are you doing? I lose sleep because I don't want her or anyone to ever think that I am taking a random picture of them, either deliberate or by accident. So lesson learned, I really gotta pay attention when I'm out taking pictures, whether it's naturescapes or roadscapes or architecture or whatever. And some of the reasons I take pictures of architecture and such or buildings, usually if there's a construction project or if there's a building that's going to be torn down, I could say this is what it looked like in the past, and I was there and I have pictures of it. So kind of for, like, as if I'm a historian for historical reasons.